Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming back. Tonight, we will be talking about tips to increase our immunity. Okay, I got a question for you. When you go to Safeway, okay, our Safeway over here, when you come through the door of the Safeway, what do you see on the right-hand side? Candy, bingo. Candy. All the sweets there for you to look at. All the sweets there for you to buy. Is what they want you to do, is to buy it and eat it. And then your immune system goes down, right? So around this time, September, especially when we get into October, because why do they have all those candies? What do they have them? Those big bags for what? Halloween, to give to the kids, right? I mean, I'm guilty of that too. You know, at one point, one of my kids, Kale, actually, this was back then, before Christ. And, we went trick-or-treating and he got a bunch of, candies, and he ate so much of them that same night. I know better now. Because that caused him to have croup, where he had a hard time breathing. He coughed so much that he ended up in the ER because of the massive inflammation that happened in his lungs due to all of the sugar. So let's look. Let's check this out. I don't know if you can read it, but shocking studies now. Before, they said that if you ate sugar, it'll stop your immune system for up to 5 to 6 hours. Now look. Shocking studies reveal processed sugar, so like white sugar, table sugar, right, enter the bone marrow and suppress immune system function within 30 minutes of ingestion, and the effects can last up to 12 hours. So you have nothing fighting for you for up to 12 hours, right? Now you're at risk for getting all kinds of congestion, flu, fevers, whatever, you name it, right? Because your immune system is at its lowest. Here are some things that we should probably, in our diet, that we should probably try to avoid, right? Sugar, one. Now, I'm not talking about natural sugars like dates or even like, in moderation, honey, maple syrup, and things like that, especially natural sugars from fruit, okay? Those are fine. I'm talking about like sugar, even if it's brown, even if it's organic, right? Sugar is sugar, right? White flour, which turns into? Milk and dairy products, processed foods, meat, all of these things cause massive inflammation in our bodies, okay? In turn, it decreases our immune system. Okay, it affects our organs. It makes it very hard for our organs to do what it needs to do because of the inflammation that it has caused in our bodies, okay, along with alcohol and smoking and coffee. Now, if we get adequate sleep, a lot of people who actually don't get enough sleep, that's me. I'm one of the people, right? I know if I don't get enough sleep, my immune system goes down right away. My husband has a great immune system. He can sleep anywhere. Like, it doesn't matter where he's at. I mean, it doesn't matter. You put him in a bed with a pillow, sometimes not even a pillow, he can sleep. And he'll sleep like a baby. Can't wake him up. So his immune system is great. I mean, aside from him, working outside, like today he went, he did a lot of farming today, and he got a lot of sunshine, drinks a lot of water, and eats, fairly healthy food. And he tries. Well, I try, especially with my children, to have them avoid sugary things, sugary drinks, sugary food, right? And I make sure that by around 9 o'clock, sometimes maybe 10, sometimes 11 o'clock, as long as it's before midnight, right? Try to get your sleep in. And if you can't, let's say you're having trouble sleeping, you've taken melatonin, you've taken some herbs like hops and valerian, chamomile, and you still aren't able to get a good night's sleep, try a lukewarm bath even, right? But if you can't, try to get some, a nap in, even during the day, even if it's just 5 to 10 minute nap. It makes a huge difference it still increases your immune system. Okay, so try that at least. Because why is sleep so important? Your body switches into high gear and it cleans house every time you go to sleep. It revs up your immune system. And then people who only get 5 to 6 hours of sleep are 4.2 times more likely to get sick than people who sleep 7+ hours. Okay? Another one that we oftentimes we don't really take advantage of is getting sunshine. We are in Arizona, right? We get a lot of sunshine. Maybe not a couple of, for several days, with all the rain, monsoon season. But, I mean, generally, we get a ton of sunshine, right? It's a natural disinfectant. It reduces stress. I know when, like, my children are sick or they're not feeling well, they just want to stay in the house and lay down. And, I let them lay down. But at some point during the day, I'm like, you got to go and walk outside even if you don't want to. Why? Because the sunshine is very healing. It helps boost your immune system. It's a disinfectant. It's an antiviral, right? So take advantage of the sunshine. And we have to move around and sit less, okay? Moderate exercise boosts immune system. So we have to engage in some kind of physical activity all the time, okay? Amanda here, she likes to hike. She does hiking once a month. You guys may want to join. It's a great exercise, okay? Even if you're just at home, go outside, walk, after you eat, go for a walk, 5 to 10 minutes. Makes a difference, right? It decreases inflammation as well. And we have to drink water. A lot of times, especially when it starts getting cold, we tend to what? Decrease our water intake. In the winter time when a lot of people get sick. Why? Because we eat the way we eat during the holidays. We don't drink enough water. It's cold, so we don't go out. We don't go for an exercise. So then our immune system takes a toll. Okay? So we got to do what we can. Okay? We got to drink our water. Water is the best. Not soda, not juice, water, okay? Drink water. Water is the only liquid, okay, that will help cleanse and remove toxins from your body. Coke can't do that, okay? Juice can't do that either, okay? Like orange juice or water is the best, okay? You can drink fruit juice or vegetable juices, but water is the best, okay? So today I'm gonna show you just something simple. I mean, you probably already have all of this in your fridge or in your pantry or, on your countertop. It's not very, it's not expensive. A lot of these things you could probably get at Safeway. You don't have to go across town to get something, okay? So this is a good way to help boost your immune system, especially during these times. And then especially as winter, comes and the holidays come, you want to be always boosting your immune system and then trying to avoid the things that, that can make us sick, right? Hand washing is another important thing. But this drink has helped many with COVID, okay? Pneumonia, bronchitis, COPD, any lung issues, you can use this recipe. People with fevers and coughs, you can use this recipe. Something very simple. Okay, you can take a picture and save it that way. And now I'll show you how to make it. You can really use one whole pineapple if you'd like, for added fiber, or you can get organic pineapple juice. You can even use, whatever juice you want, grape juice, apple juice. I like to use pineapple. I like pineapple. Pineapple has bromelain. It helps with cough and all of that. I like the fiber. It helps boost your immune system as well. So I like to use pineapple. So we're going to pour all of the juice in my little Vitamix. And then I'm going to put half of red onion. Why red? Because it contains a lot more antioxidants. And 2 lemons. Well, the juice. Ginger. I'm being nice. I promise you won't even taste it, but there's like 10 garlic in here. I'm trying to boost your immune system. Anybody that comes to this presentation, I want to make sure you're well boosted, right? And then I'm going to take some of our cayenne pepper, 100,000 heat units. I'll be nice and only put a little bit. There you go. Okay. And then I have some echinacea in here. Echinacea is a great immune boosting herb. You can add like cucumbers, you can add like spinach or kale if you want to. I have some spirulina powder that's organic, so we're gonna use some of that. Spirulina is amazing at stimulating your immune system, so I want that. Plus, it has all the added benefits. So 1 teaspoon of chlorella. It's going to turn our drink green. But you can even add like golden beets, you can add carrots if you want to, regular beets if you want to. Whatever you have in your kitchen or in your fridge, add it. Because you don't want it to just help when you're sick, but you also want nutrients in here to help your body heal, okay? All right, we're ready. Let me try it again. Did you unplug it, honey?
No.
Okay. We're just gonna blend it up until it's well mixed and smooth. And then you'll get to try it later. Don't leave without getting your immune booster, okay? It'll be outside when you. No? Mm-mm. We tried it too, it was working. Okay, anyway, you get the picture. You blend it. I'll blend it in the back. Don't leave without getting your shot, okay? When you're sick, I do want to mention one more thing. If you do get sick, you need to be drinking this, like you need to be taking a shot every 2 to 3 hours. Don't let, okay, there you go. Don't let the virus just set up shop in your body and, you're just taking 1 shot a day. No, you need to give your body a fighting chance, okay? So drink as much as you can, as much as your bowels can tolerate without you having diarrhea. And if you do have diarrhea, maybe you reduce some of the garlic or reduce some of the cayenne pepper if you'd like. But yeah, take it as much as you can. And I promise you, I've tried this, my husband, different people have tried it. When you take it more frequently, it actually reduces the symptoms fast. Okay, you can recover much faster.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
The other switch.
Thanks. I kept looking at, because I'm not facing it, so. Thanks, Amanda. You may need to strain it if you don't have a Vitamix, but if you do have a Vitamix, you may not need to strain it. And really, the only thing that you're straining is the ginger. And that's it. It's ready for you when we are finished. Thank you. God bless.